come to the realization that you just love food way too much? Because I know I have. So today I'm going to discuss intermittent fasting. And intermittent fasting is essentially just like the idea of restricting your eating window. So when you're not in your eating window, just don't eat calories. I was sure to do plenty of research and make sure that all my facts are like valid and things of that sort. And it's very effective and safe. And today I'll be discussing America's weight problem, the steps you can get started, and how intermittent fasting is a solution. So first things first, the problem. According to healthdata.org, in America, the obesity rate and overweight is it's getting out of hand, and it's just a growing problem. And there's 160 million Americans considered obese or overweight in America. And this stems from the American diet, which it consists of like over-portioned, excessive with fats and carbohydrates and things of that sort. And the problem is actually going unchecked. So, and then it increases your risk for cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and even certain types of cancer. And according to IndicanRev.com, people that are obese actually annually spend more than $1,500 more than people that aren't at the same risk. So we've discussed America's weight problem. Let's see how intermittent fasting is the solution. So intermittent fasting, like I said, is just an idea of like having an eating window between 4 and 8 hours. And then according to Healthline.com, your body fat is practically just your stored energy. And if you don't eat, then your body has to get energy from somewhere, and that is coming from your body fat. So as you eat, your insulin levels will increase. And so if you don't eat, your insulin levels will decrease, and this enacts your body to have fat burning properties. And a 2014 study suggests that on average, within 3 months of starting intermittent fasting, you will lose about 5% of your body weight. So, and you don't change any of your diet, just when you're eating. And this leads to reduced cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and things of that sort as you lose weight. And why is intermittent fasting any better than other dieting plans? It's simple. It's just restricting your eating window. You can still, if you want some pizza, then eat some pizza. So, we discussed how it's a solution. Let's look at the steps to get started. So first things first is just to set your eating window. And I would suggest about an 8-hour eating window to begin with, because you don't want to freak your body out too much. So I'd say like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And I say 6 p.m. at the latest because as the night goes on, your metabolism will slow down, and that's not good for losing weight. And it's important to not overindulge when you're eating your lunch or however you do your meals, and that's just kind of common sense, as you don't want to just eat way more than you should. And it's important to drink lots of water, because your body's used to taking in carbs all day, like via sugars or whatever, French fries and stuff like that. So you'll actually become dehydrated, and it also will it'll curb your hunger a little bit. And then as you get used to like the 8-hour eating window or so, you can increase, or I guess decrease the time you're eating to about 4 hours a day, which is kind of extreme, but you can do it. And according to medicalnewstoday.com, you can actually do a day of fasting or potentially 2 days of fasting, and you're going to get a headache probably, but there's no long-term side effects, and it'll help detoxify your body. And as you're doing all of these steps, you can slowly incorporate eating healthier foods into your diet, and that'll just speed up the weight loss. So now we've discussed how to get started. So in conclusion, intermittent fasting is very safe and effective, and it's easy to follow compared to other diets. You're not forced to eat things you don't really want to. And again, on average, people lose 5% of their body weight within 12 weeks of starting. It's important to remember, like with any diet that y'all start, that you don't want to overdo it, because you just got to let your body adjust as you go and slowly restrict more and more. And progress is progress. A pound a week is a pound a week, that's progress. 5 pounds a week is progress. So intermittent fasting is easy to get started, and you can start today.
Good job.